Okay, we are live. So excited to be with you all. And Kayla, where are you? Where do you live, by the way?
I
Kayla.
live in Lafayette, Georgia. It's the very northwest tip of Georgia.
So we are representing 4 different states. How cool is that? Well, hello, YouTube and Facebook world. We're excited to meet with you tonight and share with you an incredible process called skin cycling. It's all the craze. My name is Cindy Mack, and I am going to be one of the hostesses this evening to talk you through this. And so I just want to cover some housekeeping on the front end so that you can get the best viewing experience because we're going to be giving some things away. So as you're joining in, and if you're a guest, because we are going to have consultants jumping on because this is a training experience for them as well. So if you're a guest, will you do us a favor and in the comments so that we can add you to our prize wheel, will you tell us who your consultant is? So you could say, hi, I'm Susie and I'm Cindy's guest. If your name is already in your profile, you don't even have to say your name, but be sure to say who you are a guest of so that we can put you in the drawing so that we don't, because we all have different consultants, so we aren't going to know everybody's name. So that's why we're going to need that clarification. So unless you put my consultant is, you won't be in the drawing. Okay. And whoever invited you, that's your consultant. Okay. So if you're watching from Facebook, will you please, you can click StreamYard, uh, give StreamYard permission so that we can see your comments on YouTube. So you're going to, if you're watching from a Facebook group, just click on give StreamYard permission to show your comments on YouTube. If you're on YouTube watching, the only way you're going to be able to comment is if you're signed into your own YouTube account. And you do that through your Gmail. And so just go to Google, sign into your Gmail, and you click into the YouTube option, and you're there. We're going to teach you a couple of things. So again, welcome everybody. Be sure to put my consultant is in the comments so that we know who your consultant is and we know what you're talking about. Okay, when you put that in there. So I am super excited to introduce to you my team of helpers here. And again, my name is Cindy Mack. I have been working in the industry and with Mary Kay for over 30 years, 32 to be exact. Crazy, right? And I started in South Florida. I moved to New Jersey, built my business there for 20 years, moved to Austin, lived there for 6 years. Now I've been in Tucson, Arizona for a year. So it's really fun to be able to travel all over the country. So I represent, I literally have consultants and customers in, I think, 18 states. And so it's a lot of fun to be able to work anywhere. And so that is me. And then Casey is going to be the co-host tonight. Casey, tell everyone who you are.
Hey friends, I'm excited to be here. I'm back in Georgia. I'm kind of like Cindy and I've moved all over the place.
I
So
forgot.
Keela and I are officially in the same state, and I've been in Mary Kay building my business for 18 years. And honestly, my background, I'm so excited about tonight because my background is biochemistry, cellular, and molecular biology. So I love the science behind the products, and that's what we're talking about tonight. Is why would you do this? What is the benefits? Am I a candidate for it? And what does that look like? And what attracted me to this business was definitely not to be selling Mary Kay. That was not it. I was not going to be a salesperson, but I have cystic acne. I've struggled with acne my whole life, super sensitive skin, and was excited to be able to have a whole plethora of products to try that are the same pH and not wreak havoc on my skin. And here I am 18 years later.
I love it. Wow. Isn't that so cool to have that background? So now when you work with skincare, a lot of the science probably geeks you out, doesn't it? I know.
It does.
I love it. And so you're going to be hearing from Casey when we do talk about some of the science behind the retinol. So she'll be sharing that piece of it. Okay, Carolyn.
Hi, I'm Carolyn Rios, and I'm on Cindy's team. I have been building my business for almost 10 years next month. And prior to Mary Kay, believe it or not, I was a New York City police officer on the streets of New York. And I have always loved skincare. So when this was presented to me, I thought it was perfect because after reporting to a boss for so many years, I was welcoming not having a boss. So here I am. I love what I do. So I'm looking forward to tonight.
Yeah, so Carolyn retired and now is able to have her girly side come out. So it's so fun. All right, Keela.
Well, my name is Keela Kimball, and I have been in Mary Kay for 4.5 years. I still work full time for our school system for a few more months. So I've been working and building my business, just trying to plan ahead and so that I can retire and do my Mary Kay full time. So that's my plan. I'm really excited about it. But guess why I joined was for the girl time. That was my biggest reason, of course, 50% off. But those are my two biggies. Never in a million years did I dream that it would be what it is and provide me the opportunities it has. But here I am. So
That's so good to have that plan. You're able to plan out now for what you're going to do when you retire. I love it. I know Carolyn is so grateful to have this as her next chapter of life. It's so good. All right, you guys. So this is our team. And so Keela and Carolyn are going to be our face models, and we're going to walk you through this process. So the first thing that I want to do is to remind those of you who are just joining in, if you could put in the chat, whether you're watching from a Facebook group or if you're watching from, and the only places that we're polling from is YouTube and from our two groups. One is called You're Absolutely Fabulous, and then Casey's group is...
That's what I was going to ask. They were just asking what the group names were. So that's perfect. I'll go in there and check.
Okay, and your group, what's your groups? Is that your
The
customer?
Ultimate Beauty Fixes.
Okay, so the Ultimate Beauty Fixes, You're Absolutely Fabulous, and YouTube. Those are the three places that we're drawing. So consultants, if you have a guest watching and they can't comment, will you comment in the chat and put my client Susie is watching? If you're a customer or you've been invited and you're not a consultant, put my consultant is Cindy or whoever your consultant is, so that when we see your name, we know you're a client. Otherwise, we're going to think you're a consultant. We're not going to put you in. Okay, we want to put you in our wheel of names. We're going to go ahead and do a first drawing. Let's do a first drawing, Casey.
Yay!
So everybody that's on so far is going to go into the drawing. So we're going to go ahead and do that and screen share our little wheel of names. So here we go. Drum roll. And we're going to give away a moisturizing mask that is super fun hydrating mask that you're going to love. And our winner, oops.
All right, is that everybody? No.
That's just the four of us.
Why is it pulling from that? Hold on, give me 1 second. I made all these mock ones.
Okay, while she's getting that together, because she was doing all kinds of little techie stuff in the background, let me go ahead and talk to you about our retinization process. And so should I add that the cycle to the screen, Casey?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to do this. Oh, okay, perfect. All right, so here's skin cycling. So what we're going to do is we have to stop the little thing. And hold on. Okay, so what skin cycling is many of you probably have products in your bathroom, and you maybe have some retinol products. Maybe you don't. Maybe you have products that have, if you've bought something over the counter and it says it has retinol in it, and you're able to use it straight over the counter, then that means it's an encapsulated retinol. It's a slow release. It is not what we're talking about, okay? What we're talking about is pure retinol, retinoids that need a retinization process, and they're stronger and more effective than an encapsulated one. Okay, so just know that we're talking straight up retinol, okay? That usually you can only get from a dermatologist, a med spa, or us, because we have Clinical Solutions, which is a dermatological grade product. Okay, So what skin cycling is how do you use the products that you have at home more effectively? What's happening is that we will use an exfoliant one day and then maybe go a few days and we don't, and we're using different serums and we're using maybe retinol, and then we stop for a little bit and we're not getting the full effect. In fact, we're probably wasting some of our products. Without the proper process, you aren't getting the full effect of your retinol products and your other treatment products that boost collagen and do age fighting. So this chart shows you that every morning you're going to do your normal morning routine, which is cleanse, serum, hydrate. In the evening, you're going to rotate in 4-day cycles. You're going to exfoliate one day. You're going to do, and we'll go into more detail in a second, you'll do a retinol product. Then you'll have 2 days of recovery where you're going to hydrate and soothe your skin. And then you start that cycle over again. That's the basic point or logic behind skin cycling. Now, here's the thing. All of you are in a different place, and we're going to talk about how some of you have never used retinol before. Your process is going to be different than someone who has tried it before. And they're going to be different than people who have used retinol all out. I mean, you've been to med spas, you're used to it, and you've already gone through that retinization process. That we're going to tell you what's different from you. Okay. So that is what we're going to do tonight in a nutshell. So let's go ahead and are we ready for our drawing, Casey, or should I keep going for a second? Okay, we're ready for our on-time drawing. So far, this is who we have that are on watching, and we're going to spin away for our first drawing. All right, my client, Letitia won. Woohoo! Congratulations. I'm so excited.
That's
so
awesome. And she is your guest, right?
Oh, yes. She's one of my
All right,
best.
Letitia, I am going to hook you up with my favorite hydration mask of all time. All time. I'll get your information from Cindy.
I love it. She's one of my Austin, Texas friends. Okay, well, we are now, okay, so the girls that are going to be on screen, I'm going to pull Carolyn on, and we're going to talk about the exfoliating. That's what we're ready for now. Or were you going to, Casey? I should be looking at my agenda.
No, you're right. Yeah, Carolyn's going to do the exfoliator.
Perfect. Okay. So Carolyn's going to jump on the screen, and she is, let me add her. Here we go. Okay. So here's the first step of the cycling process. First off, you're always going to cleanse. You want to wash your face. Don't think that a scrub or an exfoliant is going to wash your face. That is like the worst thing. You're pushing dirt around. So you want to make sure that you stay away from your eyes. Any of the products that we're talking about, you're going to stay away from your eyes. You should be using oil-free eye makeup remover for your eyes, but you're not going to use a cleanser around your eyes, and you won't use these treatments around your eyes. If you do, it's further out, and you want to test and be careful. Okay. All right. So you've cleansed your face with a good facial cleanser. And then, so Carolyn's already done that. So now she's on day one. Day one is exfoliate. She's going to use the microdermabrasion. The refined step is the best, deepest exfoliation that you could use. Now, could you use a scrub? Yes. Could you use a leave-on exfoliator like our Repair Line, our night moisturizer? It actually has an encapsulated retinol. It has a liquid version of an exfoliator. So that's also good. So I would do both. I would do your microdermabrasion and your repair night cream, and you're getting that extra exfoliation. So what she's done is she's taken that refined step of microderm, added a little water, and then she's done a circular motion all over her face. And now what's happening is she is doing a deep exfoliation where this isn't just taking off dry, dead cells. This is literally taking off dermis layers of skin so that when she does the retinol tomorrow night, it's going to actually penetrate deeper and be more effective instead of just working on dead cells and on the top surface of your skin. Remove what you can remove so that it can work on your freshest skin possible, and it can penetrate in the deepest way. Now, the other thing that you want to remember is that this is what you're doing at night. The skin cycling is an evening routine. So your morning routine is your normal cleanse, whatever serums you use, and your moisturizer. Okay. Now, when we're done with this step, she takes it off with a wet washcloth. Of course, microdermabrasion is the best in the shower. It's easiest to rinse those crystals off in the shower. And then you can put on the second step, which is the pore minimizer. Okay. And as Carolyn's showing you, it comes as a set. So you have your microderm refine. And then once your skin dries or you get out of the shower, you dry yourself off, then you'll do the pore minimizer, which calms the skin down, has like a chamomile calming effect. It minimizes your pores, and it also helps to rejuvenate new skin growth because as we get older, new skin cells are produced slower. Okay. So as you guys have questions, how many of you are already using microdermabrasion? Go ahead and put in the chat and say, yay, I love my microderm. If you're using some kind of exfoliant a couple times a week, I'd love to just raise your hand in there, and good to hear from you. So now I'm going to shift over and turn it over to Casey and Keela, and they're going to cover the next step.
Look how cute she is in a headband. always like jumping on and letting her wash her face. Well, I'm super excited to talk about the retinization product that Mary Kay has. We are one of the very few that offers pure retinol. And there's a couple different ways that you can use retinol. And because this is super potent, it's very different from our Repair Night because that's encapsulated. You really can't even tell how much retinol is in there because it's encapsulated. So tonight, Keela, are you mixing yours tonight?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. So there's 3 different types of women that are watching tonight. One is, or men, this is great for men too. One is people that have never used retinol, have not used it for a really long time. Then we consider I'm going to put you in group 1 because that is our retinization process. So we'll take you through like an 8-week course of being able to get your skin acclimated to being able to not have to use the calming milk all the time with the retinol. So Keela's going to show you that grape. Now, some of you might be like me, where I'll start it and I use it for a while and then something else pops on my plate and I stop and then I'm coming back. So if you haven't used it in a little bit, but you have gone through the retinization process, you're considered group 2. So you're not going to have to have as long as of a recovery as group 1. And then group 3 is you're in our accelerated program. You have been using retinol. And let me just say, it doesn't necessarily have to be the Mary Kay, but the prescription strength retinol. And I'll let Keela start demoing her putting it on her face. And here is what I wanted to tell you about retinol. If you've never used it before, what the purpose of retinol is to help increase the skin production, and it helps unclog pores. So if you struggle with blackheads or large pores, it's great for that. It also exfoliates your skin and it increases your collagen production. Collagen is the bounce back ability. And so we can actually reduce. 10 years ago, the science wasn't there, but now we can actually turn back time and decrease lines and wrinkles and giving your skin really that fresher, plumper appearance, and that elasticity is there. And you're going to see a drastic difference when you start using it. So as Keela is adding it to her face, I want to show y'all something right quick. I put 2 different pictures on here. Hold on one second. It's in a little video. So this is one. Can y'all see that on your screen of me going through the 8 weeks? So I live in the South. I love the sun. I grew up with the pool in my backyard, and we didn't use sunscreen growing up. I did later on in life, but I didn't when I was younger. So you can see the discoloration that's there. And so after 8 weeks, you really can see a difference in the overall appearance. And here's the thing, it even lightened up my freckles. And then I want you to look at Cindy's before and after. We thought it would be fun for y'all to see personal pictures, personal testimonies of it. And she has the hyperpigmentation right here. She's a runner, an avid runner, and outside all the time running, and grew up in South Florida. So she had even more sun exposure than I did. And this is after using the clinical solutions. So you can see here, it really does turn back time. And just a little bit. Keela, do you want to show them how much you used of each one?
I just used 2 squirts of this and not even a full squirt of this, only because I have not been using it regularly. And so it's very potent, and it will burn your skin. I learned really quickly one time. I put it on my neck. I had extra on my hands one time and I rubbed it down my neck, not thinking. And the next day I woke up and I was like, uh-oh. It's like I had sunburn.
And I will say they have given you truly a step. I thought I had my box right here. Yeah. A step-by-step guide in the Mary Kay Clinical Solutions, because you're like, well, why would I get a prescription when I can get it from my Mary Kay beauty consultant? Keela has it right there. The thing is they have trained us to take you through this 8-week process. So you are not jumping in with both feet, not allowing your skin to get acclimated. But the cool thing is you can do your neck, you can do your chest. I suggest the back of your hands. But if there's ever a time of the year to start retinol, if you are in that first group and never used it, now is the time. Now is the time. And I promise your family will see a difference by the time you're there for Thanksgiving, which I love. Mm-hmm. All right. So she's got her retinol on. And you want to add anything about
yeah, I did. Well, you know what? When Keela said about putting it on your neck, I did the same thing and I burned my neck. And so what I wanted to share with you all real quick is don't be afraid of it. That's what the milk is for. The milk calms the skin and it levels it out. So when you use it mixing with the milk in the beginning, you're fine. I just did the same thing she did. I didn't mix it with milk and I went like this. And the next day it literally was like kind of raw and burned. So I put the milk on it and it went away. Yep. The other area that's sensitive is right here. Your, what are those called? Claret, whatever.
Yeah.
Lines. Something like that. So right here.
Smile lines. Yeah.
I know my brain just like froze there. Right here, freezed it. Here and right out here it's sensitive. So just remember that when you're using it, you want to be a little lighter when you do that. That's all. Just want to make sure.
But you'll get excited about this before and after pictures. I mean, I think
I could not believe what it did. I could not get rid. I was so freaking out because those were so dark and I couldn't get rid of them. And then when I used the Clinical Solutions over a few weeks, they were gone. Faded really light, so my makeup
and it's subtle. I don't know about Cindy or when Keela used it, but I didn't realize till I took the picture 8 weeks later that the difference was even there.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it is. It's awesome. All right. So after you go through the retinization, the next step is going to be your hydration step. So it is super important to include that into your everyday regimen, morning and night, with the hydrators. And I am so excited that Mary Kay just ramped up our hydration. Not just with your moisturizers, of course, but you can have you ever done those wellness shots? Like you're feeling a little under the weather and you take a wellness shot. That's what I think our boosters are 2 wellness shots. So I'm going to share with you right quick what they are. So there's a vitamin C resveratrol and line reducer. That one you want to use during the day. So I'm actually going to start with the explanation of the hydrator booster, and it just takes a couple drops. But here's a personal testimony for you. I'm a side sleeper. I've always slept on my side, and I would wake up in the morning, and I've always, because I'm so self-conscious of my aged skin right here on the décolleté, I would wake up with the creases in my chest. I was just telling Cindy what a believer I am in these drops because I immediately started putting them there. They're not oily. They're not greasy. They're not going to stain your clothes at all. Sometimes people sleep and stuff and they've got spots all over their sheets. This is not that way. And in the morning, I don't have the creases anymore. So it's been really exciting. Are we close enough for me to pull down my shirt and show y'all? But even my neck has gotten so much better. Cindy's seen my chest. But we're close enough. I can pull it down. Yeah.
I know, right? But it's true. Me too. And you know what else is great for that is our nourishing oil. Our naturally nourishing oil is excellent as well.
It is great. Yeah. And that one to me is a little, because it's an oil, it has a different texture than, I know y'all can't see the drops here, but it's like, it feels like water. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's because my skin is so dehydrated, but like, do y'all see? I'll see if I can drop it. You see, it's not greasy at all.
But it's thick, so you feel it hydrating. It doesn't feel greasy, but you feel it hydrating. So you guys, listen, that's hyaluronic acid, resveratrol, right? No, plus ceramide. So
plus ceramide hydrator. Yeah.
Right. That is excellent. Ceramide, it sounds like a chemical. We produce it in our skin. Those are good things for your skin. So I don't want you to think that, oh, I'm putting all these chemicals. No, these are things that your skin needs. It actually stops producing. That's why we get dry, dehydrated, crepey. So these are actually helping boost some of our natural hyaluronic acid. Our body produces ceramide, collagen, but they slow down as we get older. And so putting these pure versions back into your skin, that is the natural way to make your skin soft again and glowing. And she showed you, so it's for discoloration, all those things. So good.
And I always like to say, like, these boosters are super concentrated in those specific ingredients. So all it's doing is helping the natural barrier of your skin be healthier. Like, we are not putting crazy toxins on your skin. It's just helping that natural barrier that God gave us be at its best. So it is. I don't know about y'all.
I know, I love it. And the price point of those, you guys, being that that is all they do. So they're not mixed with your cleanser or a moisturizer or other things. It literally is hyaluronic acid plus ceramide, like in the best form possible. So when you get something so concentrated, you would pay at least 4 times as much as what our droppers, those droppers are only $38. You would pay at least a couple $100s for that if you get it anywhere else. And our Clinical Solutions Pure Retinol, you would pay $300 to $500 for that, if not more. And it's $120 for the set because you're getting the milk. And a lot of them are saying, oh, put it on and put a moisturizer on or buy a whole nother product to add to it, where we're like, no, we're going to give you the set so that you can get it cheaper as the set. And then down the road, you don't need the milk anymore. You could get the retinol by itself. Yeah, so good. Oh my gosh. Does anyone have any questions? Be sure to ask in the chat questions so that consultants or Casey or I can answer it, whether it's now or later. All right, so we're going to add our models back on, and then we're going to have them hydrate. So which hydration do you guys usually use? And I think we've got you muted, but hold up what you're going to use. Okay, so what Carolyn is using, so she was on the exfoliating stage, excellent. And so she's using the lifting serum from our repair line and our night moisturizer with retinol in our repair line as well. And then Keela is she's putting the hyaluronic acid on because it's a hydrator with the retinol. It's okay. If you're going through the retinization process, Casey, would they do that if they've not used any retinol before?
Yes, they can use that one, but you do not want to be using the one that I was saying that's from the day, which is the vitamin C. That one you would leave off in the line reducer, leave off until you're through with the 8 weeks.
Yeah. So during that 8 weeks, you're not going to be using any of Serum C products, any glycolic peel, and even the exfoliant. You want to be real gentle with your exfoliant during your retinization process. They even say don't even use the microderm during that 8 weeks. So now they're hydrated. She's putting on her wonderful eye cream because that's so important too. We're gonna do okay. So do you want to do a drawing? Let's go ahead and do a drawing now.
Okay, I'm good.
Have you been able to add on the wheel, or do you need me to talk for a minute so you can populate the wheel? If anyone was missing, will you make sure she's going to scroll through the YouTube comments? And I think that we have people watching the other groups.
All right, I'm adding Justine now. I think that's the only one I've missed.
Rosanna and Valerie, I think you got.
I've got them.
And Lori, she's Judy's sister. Let's
and there was
see.
one more. Let's see.
Lorraine and Robin.
Got them.
Okay, great. Roberta.
Got Roberta. I've got Jenna, Lori, Valerie, Roberta, Robin, Lorraine, Carol, Rosanna, Justine, and Valerie.
Okay, because the teacher already won. Okay, yay! Okay, good. Awesome. Right, so now that was from YouTube, and then hopefully Nancy added in anybody that's from the other group. Do you see any others added in? And then you were going to maybe I don't know if you have any from
There's
your
one. Yes, I'm grabbing it right now.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a drawing now, and then I'm going to tell you what your special is because you guys are going to get all this yummy stuff at a discount. So we'll go ahead and have Casey share the screen with the wheel, and then we're going to close this baby out. And Nancy wanted to make sure she was in, and look at that. She won.
Yay, she won.
Taya. All right. Congratulations. So
Congratulations.
What is she winning, Casey?
Let me take this off so you can see. So you are, our fingers on the same spot. So you're winning our hydration mask. So it's awesome. I travel with this all the time. It's got some awesome instructions on the back. But the best part for me are when you travel, or even when you've had a long day and you haven't drank enough water, these fine lines and wrinkles, the crepiness goes away. And then the laugh lines, like this is like an instant boost to your skin. So it softens all of those lines until the retinization process really kicks in 100%.
I know. You guys are going to love it. Okay, so we're going to share with you now how you can get, and I'm going to let you work that, Casey, so if you need to hit stop or whatever. Okay. So first off, number one is you need to be on a good skincare system. And when we were talking with our scientists that produced this clinical solutions program, they said you've got to make sure that they are using a good skincare system. If they just throw in their retinol, they're not going to get the same results. They're going to be really disappointed. And I'm not just saying that, you guys. I've been doing this 30 years. And for some reason, it looks blurry. Is it coming into focus? And one of the things, we always want these shortcuts, and there's just not shortcuts. I am definitely one. I'm one that wants to do the least amount of steps for the most results. I hear you. So I'm going to tell you what the least steps that you can do. Okay. I'm going to help you out. So the first thing is you've got to make sure you're on a skincare system. If you're already a customer and you're using our either repair line or a miracle set, fantastic. You've got the basics covered with a really good cleanser, day-night moisturizer. You've got your SPF, you've got your eye cream, you're good to go. The next thing is your exfoliant. You could use either the glycolic peel as an exfoliant if you're somebody who is super hyper-focused on firming your skin and repairing the damage that we've done with aging. Then you could do the glycolic peel, this revealing peel, or you could do the microdermabrasion. And the microderm I love for everyone because there is nothing like that scrub to really take care of the surface texture of the skin so that everything works better. So you could pick one of those. And then the hydrator. We've got some things here for hydration. You can get one of our night creams if you want. If you really are somebody who, especially in the winter, you feel dehydrated, or you want a moisture renewing mask to sleep with, that's a great option for the lowest price for extra hydration besides your day-night moisturizer. These are all extra hydrators, okay? And then, of course, we've got the supplements that Casey was talking about where you could do the HA plus ceramide hydrator. You could do that for your hydration step. Okay, so that will save you a step if you wanted to do that. And basically, you would wash your face, do the hydrator, put your moisturizer on. Super easy as a daily routine at night when you're not doing your skin cycling. And then in the daytime, you would wash your face, do your C plus resveratrol line reducer, and your moisturizer. So those are some options there that you could pick out your supplements. Of course, I'm a total fan of the serum C plus E. That helps with discoloration as well. And then, of course, the spotlight of the evening, the the star of the show is our pure retinoid, which is our retinol 0.5 plus calming milk. It's only $120 for the set. It lasts a very, very long time. Mine lasts at least 6 months. So you're going to really get a lot out of this. And here's the special. Select any 3 where if it has a box next to it, that counts as 1. Okay, so where all those little check boxes are. That counts as one. So you could either get 3 check boxes, $25 off. Okay? Any 3. If you select 5 of the check boxes, you get $50 off. Okay? So that's our special tonight to help you get started on the skin cycling that's going to totally change your skin. I love it. Okay. Now, we just did our drawing. We've got one more drawing to do. So this is what we're going to do. Is I'm going to share with you, I've been working on this project. You're going to hear me say this in the video. And because I have been working with a lot of women across the board, our consultants, our clients, I've been really talking to a lot of different women in this climate of leaving work, being home, looking for extra, all the things we've gone through the last few years, blah, blah, blah. So I have a 2-minute video that we're going to show you. I want your feedback. Casey and I would love for you to put in the chat your feedback. It's literally 2 minutes. We're going to do a separate drawing for everybody that comments in the chat. And I'm going to tell you what the comment is in a minute. After you watch the video, I'm going to go, okay, here are your 3 options. And you're going to put them in the chat, whichever 3 you choose, whichever one out of the 3 you choose, you put it in the chat. And you're going to go into our last drawing. And guess what our last drawing is for? Tell them, Casey.
Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, it is our travel set, whatever you want to call it, of our skincare sets. So you get not just the cleanser, but the day, the night, and the eye cream. And it says it's a 7-day supply, but to be totally honest, it lasts longer than that. It lasts longer than that.
And the one has the lifting serum. So either the repair.
This one, yes. I was going to say, this is what Carolyn used tonight. It's got the lifting serum is what Mary Kay calls it. I call it Spanx in the bottle. It literally lifts everything up. You will absolutely love this one. But if you're more of a combination oily, deal with cystic acne and can't deal with a lot of anti-aging, then we have our 3D, which is great for brightening your skin. So it's going to be up to you. Like who wins is you get to choose.
You get to choose. And we need travel size right now because we're traveling. I'm going to Florida for Thanksgiving. And I don't know about you guys, but it's really nice
to run a marathon.
Yes. So excited. I know. Okay. So I'm going to share now the video. Ready?
On this project of really looking at why women are getting started with this business right now and looking at all the dynamics that are happening in our world, in our economy. And what is it that kind of sets us apart, or the things that women are seeing they can benefit from our business. So here are the 3 ways that women benefit from this, especially right now with the economy. The first is saving money. Women want to do this and are looking at this because they love their Mary Kay products, but they can't spend the money on them. They don't maybe have it in the budget, but they love the Mary Kay products. So they want to save money on the products that they love. So instead of getting your miracle set for 110, you would get it for 55. The second thing is people who want to make money. We're looking for maybe supplemental income. If this is for the person who says, you know what, I can't wait for my boss to give me a raise because it's not going to happen. And I really do need an extra about $6,000 a year or $500 a month would be amazing for my family because I want it for vacations. I want it for the spending money or for the holidays to be able to have a cash Christmas. And this is what it looks like. If you were to sell 3 lipsticks, 3 lip glosses, 3 mascaras, those are staples, easy, right? And 3 moisturizers. Nobody's going to ration their moisturizer or give up their moisturizer. They always need it, right? So if you were to sell what I just described every week, at the end of the month, you would have $500 cash profit. So some women are really doing that. They're taking advantage of this just to make that extra cash when they need it. But because there's no quotas, they don't have to hit it all the time. It's totally up to them. The other thing is there's no territory. So you really literally can sell to anybody in the United States. Is that some women are saying, you know what, I want to build something of my own. I'm sick of making other people a lot of money. I want to make my own money. I want to build a business. I want to build an organization. I want to build a girl squad. I want to be able to give back. And so these women are looking at it saying, all right, I'm going to save money. I'm going to make a little bit of extra money. And in the process, I have a retirement plan. I have a backup plan. So I love it because there's a place for everyone. I love it because the cost of getting started is so low. So you literally can try this and benefit. Worst case scenario, to save money. Best case scenario, drive free and build something awesome. It's up to you.
Great job,
So,
friend.
thank you. Well, really, honestly, I just kept thinking like things are changing and more people are going, I need to save money. Like I love my Mary Kay and I want to keep using it and things are tight and I just want to save. And I started thinking like, you know what? We can't put everyone in a box. And I love our company because there's so much flexibility and freedom to be able to benefit without pressure and be able to move in and out of any of those 3 stages whenever you want to. And I love it. So what we want to do is our last drawing is put in the comments. You would say either A, absolutely, that makes so much sense. I think that I'm going to take advantage of it. A, absolutely. Put in the chat either A, or you could B and put, I'm borderline. I'm not sure. That kind of piqued my interest. I don't know. I think I would need a little bit more information. So you could be B, or you could be C. I just want to stay a happy customer. I am like so cool with my consultant and I'm good with that. If you put in the chat A, B, or C and you're a guest, then you're going to go into the last drawing for our giveaway. So you can put A, B, or C in the chat and you will go into that drawing. And hey, listen, you've got a really good chance because I think there's like, I don't know how many guests there are, but we're going to watch and see who. All right. And we're going to add you to our separate wheel of names for this giveaway. And be sure while you're putting that in the chat, that you reach out to your consultant if you want to take advantage of the special tonight. She'll send you the picture of the special so that you can let her know if there's some things that you want to get started. And hopefully, if nothing else, you now understand skin cycling and how best to use your products. So I hope it was really informative for you. Absolutely. All right. We have a lot of happy customers. Makes me happy. All right. So good. Thank you guys so much for being on. We'll give it just another second for for her to be able to populate the.
Yeah, they were asking if the closing sheet with the specials will be sent out, and absolutely. So we will.
It's in our board. So consultants, I put it in our boards, so you can pull it from there. And same thing with Casey. It's in your all's unit boards.
All right, I'm checking the other places, so I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh, you know what else I forgot? I forgot about Pink Cash. You guys, for showing up, your consultant is going to give you $5. You're going to get $5 to spend over Pink Weekend just for being on live. So you make sure you text her and say, you owe me $5. So she'll give you $5 to spend. If you refer 5 friends to her to watch this, either watch this replay, jump on one of our events, you refer 5 women to her, then you're going to get another $5. If you spend $50 or more with her, you're going to get another $5. If you add 5 people to her private Facebook group, $5. And then the last way is if you host a Facebook party for her or a Zoom party for her, every guest that you have at that Zoom party, $5. So you're getting some Pink Cash, and we just wanted to let you know that starting now to be spent Pink Weekend. All right, what you got?
All right, I have Robin, Letitia, Jenna, Lorraine, and Rosanna. Am I missing anybody else? I've been on 3 Facebook groups.
Jenna, Lorraine, Rosanna. Did you say that? Robin, Lori. Okay, good.
Is there a Lori or Letitia, Jenna, and Lorraine? Is there a Lori?
The Ms. Lori.
Oh, I missed hers. Okay. Sorry about that.
Yay. Okay, I think we got it. And then I don't know if
Good. I'm so glad you guys said it was very informative. So glad. That was the point. We need to make sure you know what you're doing, because these products are amazing, but they also, you could use them wrong and, like we were saying, kind of burn.
Mm-hmm.
So good, good, good.
All right. We ready?
Mm-hmm. Oh, no way! Woo! Let me tell you, Letitia's the best, because I'm telling you, she's an amazing customer. So supportive. Even after moving to Arizona, she's on everything, and I am so excited, and she's going to send me her list. So yay!
Yes, and I'll get your information from Cindy. So I'll drop that
Yes,
in the mail tomorrow.
Okay. So
You might
all
should
your
go play
goodies
the
will be-
lottery. There's like a huge Mega Millions tonight.
I know, right? Well, congratulations to all our winners, and thank you again, you guys, for being on, and you all have a wonderful night. Bye.
Bye, y'all.